right, you can paint your walls or even put up wallpaper, but one of the easiest ways to give your kitchen a facelift is by adding a backsplash. I make it sound so easy.
I know. Some people just call it tile.
It depends how you say it. Backsplash.
Backsplash.
Destroying your kitchen wall. Hannah Welker is giving us one more DIY Wednesday lesson that you, she said it without a doubt, you can do on your own. Is this true, Hannah?
It is true. Adam, you know, Adam just got a beautiful new backsplash at his home. I don't think you did it by yourself, though, did you, Adam?
That's why it's beautiful.
That's why it's beautiful. Check out what I did, though. I did this by myself during the commercial break. I've been working on this, but we've got one final piece left, Sean. What a lot of people need to remember, these pieces aren't going to fit your wall perfectly. So you're going to need to cut a little bit. We're using a water saw here, right?
Yes, it's a wet saw.
A wet saw, not a water saw.
Wet saw, water saw.
Explain, you drew a line because you measured that last little piece, how much you're going to need.
Yes.
Show us what you do now.
Okay, we're gonna, now you always have to be careful, for one thing, whenever you're working with any type of saws. We covered the back area so it doesn't spray any water on your wall, so you gotta, again, protect your surfaces.
Okay,
Okay, and then we're going to turn this on. I have a line on here and a guide.
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it.
We're gonna go very, very careful into it.
And this is glass, so you really do want to be careful. Looks good. Ready? Perfect. All right, now, obviously, we're not going to use this piece. We just want to show you how it actually is cut. We're going to come over here. Sean, this piece has been pre-cut. Now, you're reminding me that you actually have to go in this groove so that it goes behind your other tiles. Explain that.
Yeah, it just needs to get back in there so you basically cover the entire opening so you don't have any missing areas.
All right. Wow. I actually did that right. And then we actually have to press down on it again to make sure that it's sealed, it's tight. And check it out. We did the entire thing. Now, obviously, we have other pieces that have been pre-cut that you would have to measure out on the top as well. But for time's sake, we're going to move on to the grout. Explain the grout. You would have to mix this yourself. We've pre-mixed it, again, for TV's sake. But what goes into this mixture? Explain.
Well, in this mixture, this is actually a pre-mixed product. So this is a very easy mixture. They also have ones that you can do that's not pre-mixed, but this is what we choose to use today.
So now how do we do it?
Okay, so I'm going to need that float back,
please. Want me to work?
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to do the same thing again like we did the other side.
And grouting is important because it's actually filling in these cracks so it doesn't look like you just put it up, right? And how long did this sit? Because you put
this was done about 24 hours ago, and you should wait at least 24 hours before you install.
Before you grout, you should wait 24 hours.
Yep, yep. There is one quick step. You just make sure it needs to be sponged off, clean, and get rid of any dust and anything in there.
Kind of like what we did with the wall.
Before you apply the grout.
Okay.
So for starters, and I'll let you do this in a sec, we have to apply it and kind of press it in on a 45-degree angle.
So it doesn't get too goopy in there?
Well, you want to get it right in the angle. Sometimes when you go against it, it doesn't fill both sides, but the 45-degree does. So basically just a press.
And that's a nice color.
Very, very nice color.
Yeah. And you can choose, there are multiple color grouts, correct?
Yes.
And you can get it kind of depending on the tile that you have, depending on the look you want. It really is your personal style preference. All right, let's see if I can do this right. Am I doing this correct? Oh,
you can go right here.
Okay.
So just press it in there. And then when you...
Am I doing this right?
You're doing
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
Okay, I see it working now.
Just takes a couple of seconds to work in.
And now how do you recommend getting the bottom? Like this?
That's about the only way you can get down there. Yep.
Okay.
And you can go sideways if need be.
It's weird. All of these look like a food item because I thought this looked like ice cream in the bucket, but this doesn't. I don't think this would taste like ice cream.
And then again, a 30-degree angle to kind of clean it.
Okay.
And then after you get it pressed in your area that you're doing.
You can help me out here.
Yep, what we'll do.
Press in. Now, how long does something like this take to dry, Sean?
You should let it dry at least 24 hours.
24 hours. And you clean up the cracks?
What you have to do is you're going to apply this, and then you're going to take a damp sponge when you're all done, and I'll show you here in a sec. And then we're going to just remove some of the residue.
Yeah, do you want to show us how to do some of that? Great.
I'll get into that.
There we go.
That. Okay.
Perfect. Now we're going to grab our sponge and just get a tiny area so it doesn't look like we've just smeared.
Right, and then basically you're going to sort of lightly go over it.
Okay, it's like washing. It's like washing your tile again.
Let me clean you out again.
Cool.
Got to keep a clean sponge during the process.
Yeah, definitely. Because you don't want a smeared look. You want it to look pretty clean.
Right.
And so now, if we had 24 hours, we'll do time lapse. 24 hours, you let that sit. But look already how nice it looks.
It completely finishes off
the tile. It does. It makes it look like a completely finished look. I just love it. I love how nice that looks.
Now,
and it wasn't too hard.
Right. Well, you know, too, you're probably going to have to wipe it down again. A few hours. And then, yeah. Yep.
So keep an eye on it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll toss it back to you guys. Our next segment, we're getting into that kitchen faucet, showing you how to change it and showing how good it's going to look with all this grouted material. So I gotta get back to work.
Yeah, you do.
I'm impressed.
It is beautiful.
I'm impressed. Really nice work, Hannah.
It just dresses it up. I mean, it makes it look so completely different. I love it.
Makes me want to cook something.
I know.
No, it
makes me want to eat something that someone else cooked for me.
There you go.
That's what I want.